Hey everybody! Hope your week is going well. Mine's been going pretty good. Um, been doing lots of tarot today. With my coworkers and stuff. Very cool. Experiences today. I've been doing tarot a lot. I stayed an hour after work just doing tarot readings. We have a huge grand opening going on, so we're all trying to figure out how it's going to turn out. At first, it was kind of scary because the cards weren't that good, but then I got more, and it seems like there's going to be something unexpected, which makes sense because it's a grand opening. But we'll be blessed, so that's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and stop talking about me and get into this reading. Hey, Queen Potato, welcome. I honestly am not sure how I'm going to do this. I don't know if I'm going to do any readings after, but stick around and we'll see. It just depends on how long this reading takes because I literally just got home from work. And I still got to make dinner and take care of myself. So we'll see. We'll see after. If you're still here, most likely, especially if you're going to be the only one, because it probably won't take me long. So I don't really have an answer, but most likely I'm not going to make any promises for you. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get in this reading. I do say this every time, but just in case this is your first time watching, just note that this is a general reading and it might not resonate with everybody. I have been picking up on a very specific story recently, and I do believe it is reflecting the twin flame relationship. I'm not saying that it is going to be one or that you are in a twin flame relationship, but it is coinciding with other readers who are doing readings about the twin flame, as well as my own personal experience with the twin flame relationship. So keep that in mind. If it doesn't resonate, you don't have to accept it. You can just click off, or you can get a personal reading from me, and definitely be personal for you, because that's what a personal reading is, because this is just a general reading, and obviously there's no way that I can get a reading for every single person on the planet. If you do resonate, awesome, and I hope it gives you some advice. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started here. I am doing some sage real quick. And as I do this here, this is the card for the 14th. This is the Six of Wands. Now, the Six of Wands is all about an achievement, being recognized for achievement, but I am using the vice versa. So on this side, it is saying to give credit where it is due. Don't gloss over the people who had an equal effort in helping you in your success, because that could lead to resentment from them because they don't feel like you gave them the credit that they were due. So keep in mind to make sure that you take into account everybody's efforts in a situation. All right. So let's go ahead and get a reading on this and see a little bit more what it's talking about. I'm going to go ahead and use my OG deck. I've had this deck for years. This is the Steampunk Tarot deck. And we're going to do a 7-card spread here. So let me go ahead and cut the deck. What is the general reading for March 14th, 2019. All right, here we go. Bottom of the deck is the Hermit. Hermit's about secluding yourself to find your own truth, using your own light to find your path. Okay, so that's definitely associating with the message already. That's saying, make sure that you think about the other people in regards to the situation. And even though, yes, it is about secluding yourself, it's also about reflection, right? So this is about reflecting of the equal efforts that others put into the situation as well. It could be For example, it could not be a success. You could be blaming somebody for something and you're not taking into account your own actions and how they played into the situation. So definitely going within yourself to kind of find your own path and your own light plays along in that role there. So let's go to the first card. The first card here is the general energy. Amazing opportunity for inspiration. I'll get more on that inspiration there. In the past, people were creating order and stability by having guidance, serenity, and hope, and also destiny on their side. Currently, somebody's feeling left out in the cold or like they have a physical need. I'll definitely clarify that. It looks like the obstacle is some kind of offer. Now, the Knights are all action based. They do things, and the Cups is all about love. So this could be a love reading, but it could also be related to your work. You want to give an offer for a job. You want to give your all for a job. It could be that, and it is also saying this Knight of Cups here does have an overflowing cup like a waterfall. So this is somebody who does want to act on their feelings that are overflowing. Okay, so it's definitely a positive card. The immediate future, there will be some kind of conflict. We'll definitely clarify that. But the possible outcome of all this is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, out of all the Knights are usually very immature, but the Knight of Pentacles is the one who actually has a plan, and he's very practical. He's a very practical person. He's not going to do anything that doesn't make sense, which is pretty good. So let's go back here. I want to see what this opportunity is. There's some kind of opportunity for prosperity. What is this relating to? Could you clarify the Ace of Wands? Okay, there's an opportunity for prosperity and a decision that somebody has been hesitating over. Which is interesting because this was the card of the day for the 12th, so yesterday. And I did do a reading for that, and that was relating to the story that I've been closely following. So that's interesting. So somebody might be getting, I'm sorry, I don't know if I said an opportunity for prosperity, but that was wrong. That would be the Ace of Pentacles. Let me clarify myself here. There's an opportunity for inspiration and your will based on a decision that you've been conflicted over, hesitating over. Okay. So that makes more sense. Somebody's going to get inspiration in something that they've been hesitating over, which is nice. In the past, they've been creating order and stability by having hope in this. I don't need to clarify that. Let's go to this because there's somebody who feels left out in the cold in this situation. They might have a physical need. Clarify the Five of Pentacles, please. Happy memories. Okay, so this definitely has to deal with somebody from your past. This has to deal with something that happened in the past, which is relating to this whole story that I've been going to. The story is this person literally, and you can watch the reading. This is the reading that I did for today, the 13th, and I posted it yesterday. But this is basically, in a nutshell, somebody who was in a third-party situation, and they decided to be with somebody else and leave somebody else in the process. And the person that they chose to be with is bad for them. They're toxic, and they also want to get out of the situation and go to this other person that they have memories with. Okay, so currently that's the situation. They want to go back to this person, but they left this person out in the cold, and that's currently affecting the situation. So the obstacle, it looks like they want to offer their love. Let's see, clarify this. Yeah. They just want to jump right in with their offer, headstrong, don't even care if they're jumping into danger. They just are feeling compelled to do it. But they are basically crying over spilled milk. They're focusing on this past, which is currently affecting them, that they left somebody out in the cold. They're thinking about that. But this person, they want to celebrate with this person. And they're waiting. They're waiting for the next challenge. That's the obstacle here. They're waiting for something, but right now they have an opportunity over what they're hesitating on. Okay? So they need to stop waiting, basically, and take action is what I'm getting. The immediate future is going to be a little bit of conflict. So what is this Five of Wands here? Five of Wands is clarified by the Five of Wands. It's just it's going to be, there's conflict. It could be in their personal life that is stopping them from being able to give this offer. This is relating to this reading, which was a third-party situation. So the conflict could be they're still dealing with this other person, and they have to stop dealing with this other person before they come forward with their offer. Can I get more? There's conflict here in wanting to go from choppy waters, like I just said, choppy waters to calmer waters. They want to undo this ending, but there's a little bit of conflict on that, and they are currently sowing their seeds here and seeing this from a different perspective, or will be, because this is the immediate future. So in the immediate future, there's going to be a little bit of conflict moving forward, and sowing their seeds because they need to see something from a different perspective. And I'm getting lightheaded, so this is telling me that it's true. And with this Hangman and seeing something from a different perspective, this is an opportunity to harness your will, and you're being indecisive. So that's the whole problem here. They're still going to kind of be seeing this from that perspective. It could also be the conflict is going to happen from them moving on and sowing their seeds. Okay. I'll get a little bit more, so I'm not leaving it kind of on a cliffhanger, which one is it, Well, I just want to go to this possible outcome here, because this might give me some more information as a whole. So clarify the Knight of Pentacles. So there's strength, the Fool, and there's more than I thought. Hold on. Let me do it this way, because this is the way that they popped out, and I was reading it from basically the bottom. So again, this is somebody who is very cautious, and they have a thought out plan. All the other pages will just run into something, but this person's very practical, okay? There's going to be some kind of rest from this problem, which will create some movement for them. If they're relaxing and they're seeing something from a different perspective, they're probably going to get that Ace of Wands, which is that inspiration over what they're hesitating over, and then they'll be able to move forward. Right now they're just being greedy. They're being greedy. They're almost being egotistical. When I see this card, it's also about your ego to me, because the way that this person's holding on to these coins, they're mine, and that's all about the ego. It's very egotistical. Okay. And they're being egotistical about their happiness. There's not, or there might be in the future equal give and take in this happiness, and they're going to take a leap of faith with strength. They're going to do this. So basically, if you guys are confused, this person right now is having an opportunity in their will for what they're hesitating over. You know, in the past, they were creating this order and stability here, and they were being guided by their hope. All right. And, you know, they have happy memories, but they ended the situation badly. Okay. And that's their obstacle here. They want to move forward in this, they want to get out of this, but they're waiting. They're not really doing anything. So they're going to be conflicted. They're going to be conflicted here about moving away from the situation. But they are going to eventually see something from a different perspective. And they're going to take a break just for a moment. Okay. And they're going to move forward from being greedy. Okay. See, I knew I said that weird. They're moving forward from being greedy, from being egotistical towards their happiness. All right. And there's going to be an equal give and take here. There's going to be a flow of material energy because this person is going to take that leap of faith because they're going to have strength. So that's really good. So if you're maybe waiting on somebody who ended something bad with you to come back in and kind of make amends, it is saying in the cards here that they will. And again, I really think this is playing on this twin flame journey. So if you relate to this, check out and see if you are in fact a twin flame, because even the other professionals who are specialists in the twin flames and who read for the twin flames have also been saying, you know, the divine masculine is going to come back to their feminine. They just have to get rid of their karmic situations, and they're going to need to take a brief period of rest, which is exactly what this card is saying as well, because, you know, the possible outcome of all this is they're going to take a rest really quickly, but then there's going to be movement away from the ego towards their happiness. There's going to be an equal flow because they're going to take a leap of faith because they're going to be strong. So I really feel like this is totally it. So, you know, if you're hesitating over somebody and you're looking at it as somebody who wants to make an offer, you probably will. Let's go ahead and get some romance angels. This is to me, I mean, like this has got to be twin flame reading. I'm sorry to people who are not on this journey. I can't really help the messages that are coming through, but I've definitely been picking up on it, and I've been noticing it the past couple days. And it could just be because there are people who need this message. So they can kind of like get into their own truth. Okay, so let's get some romance angels here. What are some romance angels for March 14th, 2019? Okay. I'm sorry, I had a laugh there. Calling in your soulmate. Prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. I laugh because this is, for me, confirmation that this is about a twin flame. This is definitely about the twin flame journey. Absolutely. And on both parties they are, because the divine feminine has been standing her ground. She's basically been in the Empress energy. All right. And she's been helping her divine masculine clear his energies. And the divine masculine is also doing that as well through his karmic situation. He's clearing out the bad and he's starting to go on his spiritual journey. So that's pretty cool. Are there any other romance angels? Wow. All right. Hold on. They flew a little bit. All right. All right. I got 4, 5. I can count. Holy crap. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. This is definitely about the twin flames. Sorry, folks. Really do your research. Really do your research. You know, again, I just tried to do general reading, but this is definitely twin flames. So I'm very sorry if you're not on this journey. But if you feel like you might be, and feel like you resonate, please do your research. I'm not going to change this. This was meant to be a general reading here, but I can't deny that this is hitting on the twin flames. Absolutely. Okay. So there's attraction, forgiving and learning, forgiving and forgiving this person for what they did, forgiving yourself if you did something to this person, and learn from it. Both of you learn from it. All right. And, you know, I did say yesterday, I do want to stress, just because this person very possibly could be your twin flame or your soulmate, you can forgive them, but it does not mean you have to be with them. You do not have to take them back. If they do give this offer to you, you should know your worth, and you should pay attention to those red flags, because that was the message from yesterday. Be careful. Don't just accept this offer. Okay, and it is saying again today that there is going to be some kind of offer. Now, this is showing up in the immediate future and possible outcome, both for today and yesterday. So it's definitely coming soon. I'd say within 2 weeks. We'll definitely I'll try and keep up on these readings every day. I'm just going to keep doing the general readings and see if, you know, the Fool ends up in the current situation. So then we know the divine masculines are actually starting to make their moves, because they do have to finish out this karmic cycle, and then they do need to take a brief period of rest. Sorry. Anyways, let's continue. Make the effort. This is the Fool here. You know, they want to make the effort. They want to do this. All right. It's worth taking the steps that you're guided to take. It's worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work here. All right. Let go of control issues. You know, if you're this person who wants this person to come in and apologize, now you got to let that go, because you have to understand this is divine timing. Okay, it's going to happen when it's meant to happen. If it's meant to happen, it will happen. So let go of that control. And same for the person, if you want to make this offer, you know, you got to go through your lessons, and you got to get right with yourself before you can just jump right into it, right? You can't really control the situation here. And on the bottom of the deck, I noticed is express your love. The Fool. They want to express their love. This is crazy. 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 All right, let's get some daemons. These are the best advice to me. And then I'll get a rune. And I don't see I have any people viewing right now. So if there is anybody in here who did want a reading, I am feeling... I'm feeling like I might give you one. So Queen Potato, I know you asked if you're still in here. Let me know. If not, if I don't get a response by the time I'm done with these daemons and the rune, I'll just go ahead and click off. So yeah, I'm calling all the people who are in the live and viewing live. Please give me a chat. Let me know you're in here and we're interested, all right? All right, so could I get some daemons for March 14th, 2019. All right, that was pretty quick here. Just gonna alphabetize them really quickly. It's really easy. So the first daemon we have out here is Amon. And Amon is is about repairing relationships that have drifted apart through differences and finding common ground. If this is not the twin flame relationship, I do not know what is. And, you know, even if you are in a twin flame and you are resonating with this, I mean, it's definitely this person wants to make amends here. And you know what? I am noticing this is on the bottom. So I'm going to read this as well because it is alphabetical and it is next. So this is the bottom of the deck here. This is either buffonite or buffonite. One of those, buffonite. Doesn't really matter, I guess. He represents finding worth and beauty in circumstances or items that other people might find ugly, which is beautiful because, you know, it's saying, I'm going to use this twin flame relationship as an example. You know, this heartbreak, this karmic situation, all this bad shit that happened was meant to happen. So you have to find the beauty in that. You have to find how it's literally the universe putting people through their last tests, through preparing them for you guys to be together. So that is beautiful. Yes, you had to go through something ugly. Yes, you had to go through something unpleasant, but it was for you to have something better. So that is beautiful. Okay? Next one is Malcolm. Or Malcolm. I'm going to say Malcolm. Malcolm is about focusing on your budgeting and frugality. So when I did this reading the other day with this, I started noticing it was a very specific story. It did say that finances are a factor. So, if you want to make an offer to somebody or you want somebody to make an offer to you, just focus on being stable in your finances right now. Don't really focus on that. Be able to focus on that money. So either you can give somebody an offer, or so you're kind of focusing on something else if you're just waiting for this to come. All right, next one's Volak or Volok. He's about bewaring of underestimating soft-spoken or mild-mannered people. Many capable people are overlooked because they're quiet. All right, so if this person is not talking to you, you're not talking to this other person, they are probably still hanging around. Just because you don't really know what's going on doesn't mean, just because you don't know their moves right now doesn't mean they're not making them. That's what I get from that. Okay. Let's get some oracles here as well. I almost forgot about my oracles because I don't know where they went. Here they are. Sorry guys, I'm very limited space. One day I'll show you this little table that I'm working on. It's probably like 1 foot and 2 inches long, and I've got like 9 decks on this table and these books that my phone's on a cup. So yeah, there's like no room. Like this is all the space here. This is like not even my whole hand in the camera. So yeah. Anyways, let me stop worrying you about me. Let's get some oracles for March 14th, please. All right. Again, I don't have the book for this, so I'm just going to go by what I feel. This is all intuitive because I think I accidentally bought counterfeit cards. Wouldn't have if I thought. Serendipity, something that brings you bliss, and a change in the wind. Yep. There's going to be a change coming, and it's going to be with this Fool, and it's going to make you happy. All right? That's what I'm getting from that. It's a good change. A good change is a-coming. What's on the bottom? Breathe. Just breathe. Just relax. Relax from it. Like I said, if it's meant to be, it will. Right? Just do you. Okay? Are there any runes for March 14th? Are there any runes for March 14th? All right. That's the one. I haven't memorized them yet, but I will soon. And there's only 24 of them, so it shouldn't be that difficult. So let me just go through my papers. All right, this is Yera, which represents a year. It could also be a good harvest. Results of earlier efforts are realized. Time of peace and happiness. Fruitful season. It can break through stagnancy, hopes and expectations of peace and prosperity. The promise of success is earned. It's a life cycle, cyclical pattern of the universe. Everything changes in its own time. Really? Wow. I'm not saying really because I think it's bad. I'm just saying really because of how much that just matches with everything. There is a promise of success here, and this is a cycle, and it's literally cycle of the universe. As I said, divine timing. Okay? People are, the message here is this person realizes if you're waiting for somebody to make an offer for you, they realize, your efforts and what you did. All right? It just breathe, because peace and happiness is coming. Like, it's really in the cards. The promise of success is literally in the description of this rune. Because it's divine timing. It's all divine timing. You just have to let it come. You just have to let it come, because, whatever you put out to the universe will say yes to. So if you say, oh, I'm just going to be stuck waiting forever, the universe will say yes. You will. If you say, I'm just going to do me, and if it'll happen, it will happen, the universe will say yes. If you say, this is never going to happen, the universe will say yes. So you have to be careful about what you think and what you put out there. Yeah, Queen Potato, exactly. You really just take care of yourself. Focus on you, because divine timing is at work here, but there is opportunity for success. Whatever it is, especially if this is a twin flame relationship, because all the readers have also said they will be coming back. It has been foretold. If you say you want your ex back, you're telling the universe that's what you want. Okay? So the universe will say yes. Yeah. If you know what you want and you think about it and you put that out there, yeah. Pretty much. That's exactly it. It might not be right away, but it eventually will happen. Because literally, how do I explain this without having people unsubscribe or get confused? Okay, you are the universe, all right? You're an individual who is experiencing their own reality. And as you do this, the universe does as well, because you are the universe. And you were put here because you wanted to have these experiences. You literally made a contract to come down here and learn these lessons and have these specific experiences, not only for yourself, but so the universe could learn with you, because we are all one. We're all connected. We're all the same thing. We all have our individual points, perspectives, and realities, but we're all still individual conscious of the same whole thing, the whole universe, right? So if you put that will out there, you are the universe. You are also the creator itself. So you're telling it what you want it to create for you. You create your own reality. You put your energy out there and you get it back. No, Queen, I'm not going to go. I'll do a reading for you since you're here and you stayed the whole time. What's your question? And while I'm waiting for you to reply, thank you to everybody who has been watching. Thank you to everybody who's subscribed and liked my videos, and thank you for being here. I really appreciate your support. If you did want to donate or visit my website, all the links are down in the description box. This is my business card here, Koi the Clairvoyant Tarot. That's where you can find me on everything, on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Obviously, we are already here, so you already found me. My website's koitheclairvoyanttarot.com. I do a general card of the day every day. So I do in-depth description about the card. So if you were looking for a card and I didn't do a general reading for the day, you can always go back and just kind of get the gist, because I don't always get the chance to do a reading. But yes, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. And I will see you in the next time, because I don't expect you to hang around while I give Queen here her message. But please do hit that notification bell so you might get lucky and get a chance to get a free reading just like her. All right, so thank you again and take care. All right, Queen. Okay, so what do I do for like my readings? My readings are you can get either one question or you can get like a general reading. All of my prices vary based on how many cards you want. I do unlimited. Basically, it's you can pick if you want like a 3-card spread, a 7-card spread, or if you just want like whatever messages pop out, and I'll take as long as I need and use different oracle decks and different tarot decks. The prices change. It starts off, I believe, at $15. But you can check on my website, because I don't have the prices off the top of my head. Bad, I know. But it's www.koitheclairvoyanttarot.com /services. All right, and you can just either, if for some reason you can't get on there with the link, just go to my website and on the tab, just click on services, and you'll be able to see everything that I list, and all my readings come with a video. Right now, YouTube doesn't like me recording, which is usually why I do live. But if I were to do a personal with you, I would contact you on Facebook and do a Facebook live reading just with me and you. Basically like a video chat. I could also do Skype if you wanted to do Skype as well. And it'd be the same thing. You'd see this. I'd show you the cards. All the readings, you get a rune as well in every single one that I offer. And you wanted to know, how does Bishal feel about you? All right, that's right, Annika. I'm sorry. I'm going to use this deck that I haven't used in this reading yet. Hopefully the graphics, yes, you can see them a lot better today, because I'm using daylight instead of my little side light this time. All right. Okay, so how does Bishal feel about Annika? Oh, he like you, girl. He like you. Look at this. He's in the Page of Cups. This is somebody who wants to give an offer of love. All right. This is somebody who is standing in the shallows of their emotions right now. All right. But he thinks of you as the Queen of Cups. He thinks of you as somebody who ain't need no man, who can give love equally as you give love to him. All right. So that's very beautiful. Yeah, he like you. You're in this queen energy and he is in a page. So do take note that he is not saying that he's an immature person, just his energy is not as developed. You're definitely on the throne and he is just basically getting started with this. All right. What am I going to make for dinner? Oh, I can't even answer that. I don't even know. That's always the thing. Me and Danny, it's a weird situation. He's like my ex-boyfriend, but like my roommate. We're kind of basically like taking a break right now, and we still live together. But every night, that's always our thing. It's like, what do you want? I don't know. What do you want? I don't know. I don't really want to make anything. Oh, neither do I. So, I don't know. Maybe something with beef, maybe spaghetti. What about you? What are you gonna make? Maybe you can give me an idea like tacos or something. So my friend did the other day. He's like, oh, you should make tacos. I was like, yes, that's such a good idea. Think about it. I might make tacos. Or spaghetti. Because he's such a picky eater. Like literally, he will only eat the food that you see on a kid's menu. Like he doesn't like cheese. He doesn't like anything creamy, so it's like basically the only thing he likes is pizza and chicken fingers, so it's really hard. Oh, it's 4 a.m. Oh man, where you at, India? Wow, you're up late, man. Go get some sleep. It's 6 o'clock in the afternoon here, so you're about 6 hours ahead. Yeah, that's the weird thing. He doesn't like cheese, but he'll eat pizza, right? And you know what? That's how my dad is too. My dad absolutely hates have it in his lasagna. He won't have it anywhere but pizza. It don't make sense to me. And my brother is the same way too. So there's 3 men that I know in my life that are like that. It's so weird. I don't understand it. It's a very good point. I can't I have no answer for you. It either. We're not the illogical ones here, promise. Since you're still here and I'm enjoying this, let's get an oracle. Yeah, girl, like you. Pizza is nothing without cheese. Yeah, exactly. It really is. I mean, if it doesn't have cheese, it's just bread and pasta sauce. Like, all right, if I wanted breadsticks with some marinara sauce, I would have that. But no, he really likes you, girl. Chop wood. To me, this is hard work. He's working on this. Exchanging gifts. Ooh, he wants to give you something, which makes sense because he does want to give you his cup. Okay. By the book, he might be a little bit, old school with his ideals in his relationship, so he might not be one of those guys that will just like jump into the relationship. He might want to get to know you. He might not want to have sex until like he knows he really likes you, until you guys are like serious. That's what I feel from that. Milk and honey. You're the bees to his knees. You're the peanut butter to his jelly. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you, girl. He blocked you? You know what? My divine masculine blocked me too. And I didn't even do shit. Basically, like, we were talking, he was flirting with me, and out of nowhere, he like said, oh, I don't need somebody to mom me. But all I did was ask him a question that I'd ask, any of my friends, and it was basically him playing the blame game for him to have an excuse as to why he's not talking to me. Basically, like, making himself the victim so he didn't feel bad about going back with his ex, which is what he did. So, yeah, and he blocked me too because I wasn't playing those games. I was like, look, dude, like, you've been talking to me. I know I'm not crazy. I know I didn't do anything, and I just need to know. And I gave him like a week. And I was like, if I don't hear anything, then I'm going to move on because I'm too old to be playing these games. He's a little bit younger than me. And he didn't respond. So I said, all right, say no more, dude. Like, I gave you a chance and you didn't want to take it. So then, yeah, he blocked me. And the same week he started dating his ex. So yeah, I don't want anybody to mommy me either, but like that was a complete overreaction. And I honestly, okay, I wouldn't say overreaction. So like with the twin flame, there's always that runner and the chaser, okay? And the reason why the divine masculine, well, it's not always the divine masculine, but in this situation it is, he ran because I brought up his mommy issues that he has in the past, because that's what twin flames do. Twin flames are literally the other half of each other. So it's like looking at yourself in a mirror, they reflect these things. So I subconsciously, unintentionally, just by asking him a question, I was asking him about his work and his job. And I was like, oh, well, you know, he was taking his friend's spot in his job, and he's like, if I don't start, my friend's gonna work like 6 shifts in a row. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, I was trying to get clarification on that because it didn't make sense. Like, your dude has like 6 shifts and he's gonna have to work like what, 3 days straight? You know, I was just trying to get clarification and ask him a question. You know, it wasn't like, oh, you need to do this, bro. Like, it was nothing like that at all. It was just me trying to clarify what the hell he was talking about because I didn't understand. And he's like, oh, yeah, I don't need nobody to mommy me. So it was just literally a self-projection of me bringing up his deep-rooted mommy issues, because that's what twin flames do. It was completely unintentional, and it just happened because that's what twins do. They bring up that stuff so they can heal, so you can move towards ascension together, because you cannot reach nirvana when you have all this past trauma, right? He had a very bad childhood. He did not have it good. I don't really want to put his business out there. I probably shouldn't even, put out what happened between us. But that is the story, and that is what happened. And it was just because I brought up those deep-rooted problems. I didn't do anything wrong. So I know it's not me. And that was a big thing with the reading that we had yesterday. That's exactly what that said. It was also about paying attention to those red flags. But, I it's okay. It was meant to happen. It's all divine timing, like this reading said. And if we're meant to be, we will. Sometimes twin flames don't end up together, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So, I don't need it. He threw me into ascension, and I thank him for that. I thank him for what he did, because I grew from it. I'm a better person from it. So, if anything, like, what he did was good. Even though it was bad, it was still good for me. And I don't need him to be happy. And you shouldn't need anybody to be happy. You should be happy on your own. You should love yourself. So, blocked you because you asked something, but yep. That's exactly it. And this was all foretold too with the twin flame relationship. They said that this was going to happen. They said that they were going to go back to their karmic, and he did. So, I have all the symptoms and signs of it. I know this is for real. So I'm definitely sure that I am a twin flame. But yeah, that was supposed to happen, and it was all karma. It was all supposed to happen so he could grow and I could grow, so they could get rid of all this bad shit, because he's very immature energy, pretty much. But my phone is at 5%, and I moved my little reading table into the light, so there's no way for me to charge it now. So I'm gonna go ahead and go. It was a pleasure talking to you again. Absolutely, thank you for hanging out with me. And I'll see you next time around, Annika. I hope the rest of your week goes good. You never believed twin flame thing. You know what? I didn't even know what it was till like 4 months ago. Straight up. I didn't even know what it was until he did what he did. But everything is so exact, and all the twin flame readings are exactly to the point where it's like I can't deny it. It's almost like those people who like see ghosts, right? Um, and there's always that one person who's like, nah, I don't believe that, nah, and then don't believe it until they actually see it for themselves, right? So that's kind of like what happened to me. Like I honestly didn't even know about it, so like I wasn't a denier about it, but it's like it's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. Everything is exactly to the point. It's all there. It's all being told, and I can't deny it. You know, I've seen it. It's true. Um, Honestly, it kind of sucks because the twin flame journey is not cake and ice cream. It's not. It sucks. You know, you're here to reach enlightenment, and that's a lot of letting go and a lot of pain. Um, but you know, I'm all right if we don't get together this life because that means that I get another reincarnation, and we can try again. You know, so I'll have another life to look forward to, right? Because that's what happens. Because once the twins unite, they reach nirvana and they don't need to reincarnate anymore. So I'm not sure about your beliefs or anything, but that is what they say the twin flame relationship is. So, and I also believe in reincarnation myself. So, oh, you love my positivity. Thank you. You have to be. You have to be positive because what you exert, you get back.